If you've ever opened a virus on your PC, then you know what's coming next. It's the fellas.
It's really hard being me. You know that?
Why is that?
I have to be the one that pushes back against the trends because I've been reading a lot of the shit I've been getting. They claim I shit all over us. I didn't think I was being hard. I was just being honest.
Movie sucked, man.
Somebody told me to hand in my black card. It's like, joke's on you, motherfucker. I burned that shit fucking years ago.
Oh, but you know
what
what?
do you know?
The thing is, I walked into the theater when we watched us with such high hopes. That's
No,
the thing.
the trailer looked fucking good. I was like, yo, this looks awesome. It looks awesome. And also, Get Out was more than decent. So I was like, you know what? That's all I want. Something that's better than decent. So I was really looking forward to Us. And then what I got just had me walking out of there with so many fucking questions.
Yeah.
And then now we see a horror movie that I already watched when I was, fucking 8?
No, a little older than that.
A little older than that?
Yeah.
I was young as shit
You're about
when
like
I saw
12,
this movie.
maybe like 12.
Yeah, I was young as shit when I saw this movie. It scared the shit out of me. Now we watch the reboot. I already know what's gonna happen, but I'm sitting here on the edge of my fucking seat, man. I'm sweating. I'm feeling apprehension and dread. Because you just know this isn't going to end right. And I remember, I don't think I used that word, but I remember I was like, that's what Us was missing.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't worried about what was going to happen because these people they were running from were, for the most part, incompetent. I mean, I understood, at the beginning they got them because they were like, what the fuck, who's this? But once they realized who they were, I'm like, yeah, fucking get in the car and leave.
I think the word you were looking for was tension. There was
tension, yes. And this movie
had lots of it. I was jumping in my seat.
Lots of tension. Lots of fucking tension. Oh, fuck, we didn't even announce the movie. Hey, everybody, you're listening to The Fellas, your boy Antoine and Ray. Today we saw Pet Sematary. So Stephen King once again gets a check for some shit, and he has no idea why. Is he gonna ask questions? Nope. He's gonna cash the fucking check.
Yeah.
And we're all gonna be happy for it. So yeah, we went and saw the remake of Pet Sematary.
I think this was better than the original one, in some regard.
That isn't really a fair thing to say. Even when you say in some regards, that's like saying, I'm smarter than the slow kid in some regards.
Oh.
Does that sound fair to you?
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, that movie was made in fucking 1989, bro. You can't be... Well, hold on, was it 89?
Yeah, it was in 89, yeah.
You're right, 1989.
How come the original one has a higher score than the actual the remake?
Because the original one was better. I'm not saying this movie was shit.
No.
I'm saying... Here, I'll give you an example. We'll get into why it's better. But first, let me... I'm going to go down the plot and the actors real quick. Everybody knows what the fuck Pet Sematary is, but for someone who's maybe been living under a rock or some shit, we'll just throw it out there. We'll feed you a bone. So, Pet Sematary involves a family. They move from Boston out to the boonies in Maine, and it's the father, Lewis, played by Jason Clarke. Did a pretty decent job. His wife, Rachel, played by Amy Smits. His daughter, Ellie, which everyone calls Elle, which I think is very cute, played by Jete Laurence, French kid.
Good pronunciation there.
You have to know your enemies. His very, very young son, who apparently is so young he is not listed on the credits. No loss. The kid didn't do anything. I mean, I ain't saying the kid couldn't act. He's like basically a fucking baby, man. What are you expecting out of him? But they move there and they've got their next door neighbor, his old man named Judd, played by John Lithgow, who I am very happy to see working. I really have a soft spot.
He's always doing something.
Yeah, but he's never doing much. I mean, it ain't like John Lithgow is hurting for the money. John Lithgow is the type of guy who's like, okay, I got the money I need and I don't see anything that really jumps out at me. I'm just going to enjoy my fucking retirement. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Enjoy your retirement. Move on. But John Lithgow, for what he does, he's good, man. I used to love all of his fucking movies.
He's been really in TV series lately, so...
I think because TV series, it's not so strenuous. They go at a much more leisurely pace,
Yeah.
That's probably why he's mostly doing TV series. Anyway, the idea is Lewis, the husband, he's a doctor. Their home is located right in front of an ancient Indian burial ground behind them.
It's weird because when you get that information on Zillow, like you have all this land
No.
No? Zillow won't tell you any of that stuff?
Unless someone is selling the land, no. Unless the land is a charted lot that someone is selling for money, no.
Usually because there's a lot of things on YouTube, and I've been watching a lot of property that people are willing to give away for less than it's worth, a lot less, like free.
Yeah.
And no one wants to take it.
Yeah.
Because either they can't own or
it's because they can't build on it.
They can't build on it?
Yeah. If it's some sort of a natural habitat, or if it's some sort of a landmark, or some sort of sacred...
They can't do anything.
Some shit. Yeah, they can't do nothing with it. Oh, I want to build, a huge extension of my house. No, the crusted spotted dick owl is in one of those trees, so you can't do shit with it. Fucking cut any of the trees for lumber, you can't do a fucking thing. Because there's an owl that's on the endangered species list somewhere in your backyard, and you're just fucking stuck with it.
Yeah. All right, continue.
All right, so there's an ancient Indian burial ground in the backyard, and anything you bury back there comes back to life. Only thing is, it comes back to life just, evil as shit. With that basic idea being laid down, you all know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, you're burying shit back there. It's coming back to kill you, and fights ensue. Now, I will say one thing. I think Jason Clarke, he did a pretty fucking good job. Yeah, he really does a great job coming off as sort of...
Like a man?
Well, yes. That's very rare these days. Men aren't supposed to act that selfless and that responsible for their family. We're not supposed to see that these days. That was very refreshing.
You know that moment where he is in bed. I'm not giving away any spoilers because it's just a simple observation here. He's in bed and he just went sleepwalking through the forest. Yeah,
he got a vision.
He pulls the sheets out by his feet. His feet are dirty, and he's like, "Shit, this is really not important to be letting them know to get them scared. So I'm gonna keep this shit to myself." And he throws the freaking bed sheets right over his feet. And then if his wife questions him why the fucking bed dirty, then his bed is fucking dirty. I don't know.
Well, no, it's more the fact that my wife is distraught. My family's been fractured. Whether I could have done something about this or not, it happened on my watch. I'm the father. Ergo, I'm taking responsibility.
Yeah.
This is my fault. Realistically, it was his fault, which I'll get into later. But he's like, this is my fault. I'm going to do what I have to do to fix it. Oh, well, what are you gonna tell your wife? Your wife going to help you? No, she don't need to know about this. Honey, you go and you relax. Go be with your parents. I'm going to take care of it. Well, what are you going to do? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what I'm going to do. You don't need to worry about that. That's what I'm going to worry about. You go take care of the boy. By the time I'm done, this is going to be fixed. Because that's what a man do. You don't need to worry about how it's going to be fixed. It's going to be fixed.
Shit.
That's what a man does. And you kind of get that traditional sense.
Yeah.
And you don't usually see that because they act very much like the liberal yuppie couple.
Yeah, kind of.
With the dad, the kid's like, what, 8 fucking years old?
Wait, she's 8, yeah.
Yeah, and she was asking, why do pets have such shorter lives than people?
Yes, that's right.
Now, I'm putting myself in this guy's role. I'm the father. Why do pets, daddy, why do pets, have such shorter lives than people? Well, honey, God really doesn't care about them all that much. They don't have souls.
Oh.
Animals do not have souls because they can't accept Christ in their hearts.
Oh, okay.
Then I slowly kiss her on the forehead. Good night, honey.
But he's a doctor and he doesn't believe in God. Yeah.
Right. That's the thing. He's like, well, they've got fast metabolism, so they burn out quicker. I'm like, okay, that's legit. I mean, you can tell a kid that.
He could have told him that they had no thetans.
Yeah, and then, Jesus Christ. I had to call fucking child services. I heard him say that shit. But then the mother jumps in. And this is, I like this. This is fine because it's a mom's job to be the nurturer. Uh-oh, daddy's saying something harsh. The kid may not be able to take it. She jumps in. But then they go to kitty cat and doggy heaven. And I'm kind of like, okay, I would roll my eyes at that shit. Like, fucking, all right, whatever. She's a kid. Whatever. Let it go. And then she's like, oh, you mean like the way auntie so-and-so is in heaven? Yeah. And the dad's like, well, we're not quite sure about that, honey. When you die, it could just be that you go back to dirt. We don't know for sure that there's a heaven. It's just that when your time comes, your body gives up and this and that. I'm like, God damn, dude, for real? I mean, I would be an asshole dad. Because my dad was an asshole dad. Now, It wasn't like he was like beating me with a pipe and coming home drunk or no shit. It's just that he's like, my dad was like, yeah, kids are going to say dumb shit. Kids are going to ask dumb shit.
Yeah.
And when you give them the long, thought out, deep, philosophical answer to that dumb shit, they'll forget it 10 seconds after you said
Yeah.
it, and then ask you some other dumb shit.
Yeah.
So don't bother wasting your time trying to get all deep with them. Wait until they're in their fucking mid-teens
When they
listening to Linkin Park, so you can go in there and fucking scream at them and tell them to turn that shit down and stop wearing them tight-ass jeans. I'm sorry, I'm projecting. But I'm just saying, that's the way dads are gonna be. I'm like, goddamn, dude, this kid's like fucking 8 years old. You're getting kind of heavy.
Yeah,
you
he got kind of heavy kind of quick.
It's like your wife wants to say, "Oh, you die, you go to heaven." I'd be the first one to be like, "Yeah, that's where you go." So it's no more complicated than that. No. Well, how can I make sure I go to heaven? Do everything I tell you, and don't piss me off, and you'll go to heaven, dude. That's like a get out of jail free card.
I know. It's like, why am I going to put more time into it than I already
at
have?
a certain age, your child's not going to trust shit that comes out of your mouth.
Yeah, I know.
At this young age, you need to milk that shit.
Yeah.
Milk it for everything it's worth. She'll learn in due time that daddy lies, but why rush that along?
Yeah.
Just feed her some bullshit. Why does dude have to come in so fucking heavy? Talking about the existence of God and Christ? I'm like, yo, man, I'm a grown-ass man. You start spitting that shit around me, I'll just agree with you and politely walk out the door. Like, I don't want to fucking hear this shit. Like, that was just kind of heavy, man. I was like, what a fucking asshole to dump something like that. But I digress.
Yeah, no worries.
That's
no
just
worries.
something that really stuck out to me. Like, what the fuck, dude? Seriously?
There's really not much to say beyond this point, because after this point, it's just spoilers, honestly.
Yeah, go ahead and hit the spoilers button. So
All
now
right.
we're going into spoilers.
Come on, people. If you haven't seen this, if you're above the age of 30 and you haven't seen Pet Sematary,
Shame
the
on
original,
you.
dear Lord help you. But
If you're above the age of 30, you haven't seen the original Pet Sematary as a child, fuck you and your stable, well-adjusted childhood.
Oh,
you can
man.
fuck right off. So I will say, normally, the sugary, sweet kid type stuff, that usually pisses me off. But this chick, Jeté Laurence, she did a great job.
She did.
Of being a sweet girl,
You know-
because I only saw after about a good 15 minutes of screen time of seeing her and how she's acting, and most importantly how she treats her elders.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, if this little girl was my neighbor, I would personally snap in half any man that stared at her for more than 10 seconds.
oh my god.
Yo, we got a fucking problem? Ellie, go in the house. No, it's okay, sweetie. Go in the house. Go in the house. She gets in there. I just like grab them to fucking push them up on. Look, motherfucker. I don't want to fucking see you around here again. You fucking understand? Don't look at her. Look at me, motherfucker. Look me in the eyes. Do you fucking understand? I just be like aggressive towards everybody. That white knight would fucking come out of me. It's like, yeah, don't you ever fucking look at this little girl again.
Yeah, she did a really good job being
So
good.
sweet,
so
man.
sweet,
And
yeah.
it didn't seem like overtly fake.
Yeah.
It just seemed like she lived in a sheltered world where she hadn't seen mean people. And that was so sweet.
Well, the one thing that I would have been kind of freaking out was if I would have bought this piece of land and I'm walking and I see a fucking cemetery on that property. I'm like,
A cemetery or a pet cemetery?
either or.
Okay.
I really don't fucking care, man. It's like, look, I'd call up my realtor and say, hey, cut this shit from my land. I don't want to own it.
You know you're going to have to dig all that shit up, right?
No, I don't want to own it. So I would just sell it off to the state. I said, just take this piece of land.
The state ain't going to buy that. What the fuck is the state going to do with that?
I
You're
don't
going to
know.
find somebody who wants dead animals.
I don't want that shit on my property.
Well,
man.
you're going to be fucking stuck with it. Ain't nobody going to buy that shit. So let me get this straight. So you just want me to buy this lot that's behind your house? Yeah. And if I put something there, how would I get to it? Well, you would have to go through my property to get to this 1 square of property that's in the middle of the forest that I'm going to sell you. Okay, why the fuck would I do that?
I don't
Well,
know,
I don't
man.
really want it. It's got like animal carcasses and shit. Okay, you didn't even tell me that before. So basically, I have no real unimpeded way to get to it or to transfer things to and from it. And it has decaying, buried, dead animals on it.
All right, that would be my fault for purchasing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they're probably not going to tell. They're not going to tell you. They're just going to say, yeah, it's a house with X amount of acres. I wouldn't have a problem with the fucking cemetery. I would think it's kind of cool that kids are walking through it wearing masks and shit.
That would
Like,
scare me, dude. Motherfuckers
Nah,
be
not
walking
me.
around.
I tell my kids go play with them because that's the type of shit I used to do when I was a kid. No weird shit that you see in public didn't freak me out as a kid because I was a fucking moron. And I was like, man, let me go chill with these kids. Let me see what they're doing. What you guys doing? You torturing that dog? Okay, that's cool. Wanna go play? And I go out there and fucking play with them. I'll be like, yeah, go play with them kids.
Oh, shit.
They're wearing masks and they're running into the forest. That's gonna be some fun shit. As an adult, I might run in there and like, yeah, can I play with you guys? You got a match for me?
Somebody's gonna get stabby and shit. I don't know.
That's called growing up.
Oh.
That's called the child of the 80s, Ray. Have you forgotten what that is?
Yeah,
it's a child of the 80s.
Look,
if you come home without a cut, you're being a lazy motherfucker. That means you don't got no friends. That means you come home with cuts, bruises.
The one thing I would say is that scene where she's trying to climb up the freaking all those logs of trees. Even as a kid, I was like, that looks pretty fucking dangerous.
No, I did that. You know how many times I climbed up trees without even looking at whether the branches are sturdy or not? Once I climbed a tree and the small branch I was trying to step on to go up higher broke, and I'm wearing shorts, and I'm a kid, so I'm wearing like the gay shorts.
Yeah.
You don't realize that that's not cool, but whatever. You outgrown the shorts, but you don't realize it, so you still put them on.
Lucky enough, your sack didn't drop where one of them was just dangling out.
No, that happens sometimes. No, that's happened to me a couple of times with them short shorts. Because you grow out of the shorts, but you don't realize.
Okay.
Your friends aren't going to say, hey, man, looking at your balls. What's going on there?
Oh, yeah.
We didn't think like that at that point. But I once climbed a tree, right? And my legs and my arms are wrapped around the tree as I'm trying to climb up. The fucking branch I step on snaps, and I slide all the way down the tree. I'm hugging the tree. My legs and my arms hugging the tree. This is a rough tree. Bark is ripping into my inner thigh, groin, and arms as I slide all the way down the base of the tree. All that shit was cut up.
Yeah, so what was your fear? Your fear was explaining this to your parents, or
no?
You just fucking feeling the pain?
My fear was going there and my mom sees me wincing in pain, because if she see I got all these cuts, she won't even ask what the fuck happened. Her first answer is to take fucking iodine and just slather that shit all over me. I'm like, fuck that. Put a Band-Aid on it. That fixes everything. My mother used to iodine the shit out of all my cuts. That shit didn't feel good. And she did iodine that shit, and it burned.
Oh, Lord.
My fucking calves, thigh, crotch, arms, all sizzling. Psst, like a fucking steak.
It's clean, though. It's clean. You guys say it's all disinfected, though.
Man, that's just theories propped up by the pharmaceutical company. I don't think I needed that shit. I think I would have been fine.
Fucking slathing.
I was talking with Alex Jones. He said it's all bullshit. Then we both smoked the bowl. But yeah, so man, why am I getting sidetracked so much? Okay, so anyway, back to the
still relevant.
movie.
It's still relevant.
Still relevant. So the little girl makes such an impression on John Lithgow's character, Judd, the old man. 'Cause he saw a sweet little girl that her pet cat dies, and she loves it.
Yep.
And because she's a kid, they don't want to make her have the burden of losing a loved one.
Yeah.
You know, the whole death. So the father's like, shit, okay, well, we got to go bury this cat, and I'll just tell her it ran away or whatever. Now, here's another thing that gets me. It says, well, this cat died. Yep, let's put it in the bag, and let's take it to the pet cemetery and bury it. And I'm thinking, I ain't doing that shit. Put it in this garbage bag, toss it in the garbage can.
I know.
Yeah, when you take out the garbage, they fucking take the cat. I ain't doing all that shit.
No, I'm not going out there in the middle of the night.
The pet cemetery is for kids to feel special about burying their pets. My daughter ain't even gonna know that. This shit's going into a garbage bag. It's gonna be taken to the dump, and yeah, baby, the cat ran away. That's it.
You know,
cat's gone.
But they decided to do otherwise, and that's why this movie continued going on.
Yes, see, that's another thing. So he takes it to the pet cemetery, says, you know, the loss of this cat, you know, it's Judd, the old man saying, loss of this cat, it's really gonna break Ellie's heart, isn't it? Yeah. And you love Ellie, so you don't want to see her cry. No. Yep. Come on, don't bury it here. Come with me. Now, in the original movie, the pet cemetery was probably like a 5-minute walk further.
Yeah.
The burial ground was a 5-minute walk further than the pet cemetery. This motherfucker, you needed a fucking montage to show how, like, my whole thing was like, now where the fuck you taking me, old man?
Dude,
they were fucking going. It looked like they went to a whole nother fucking dimension. There's mountains and steps leading up the fucking mountain.
It looked like the fucking castle of Grayskull and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, man, what the fuck? Dude, we could have just buried this fucking thing. I've been walking for like an hour and a half, man. Just to bury a fucking cat.
I don't know about you, but I got shit to do in the morning, dude.
Dude, after 15 minutes of walking, I would have taken that garbage bag like, yeah, ain't shit out here. I dropped the garbage bag right there and said, yeah, let's go back. Just leave it here. She ain't gonna accidentally find it. We're like 20 fucking minutes away from the house.
I would have said, look, hey, I would have just tossed the bag over the mountain of freaking branches. You know what? I'm tired, dude. I love my sleep a little bit more than this cat. I'm fucking, this cat's gone right now.
You know,
dude.
I was actually thinking that too. The mountain of logs and whatnot. It's like, if I was there and that old man wasn't there, I'd just swing that shit around and fling fling it right over the logs. She ain't gonna see it.
She ain't gonna see it.
And of course, at some point, she would have climbed over those logs, but would have probably been decomposed by that time.
Yeah, it would have been decomposed.
Yeah, it'd just been like maggots and bones and shit. She wouldn't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
You know, what kid hasn't stumbled upon maggots and bloated corpses?
You know, that scene could have gone wrong in so many different ways. He's like, I know all the strong branches, and he's like fucking like in his 70s, 80s. Climbs up in that shit.
Yeah, who the fuck knows?
And that shit would have broke, and his ass would have just went over.
So naturally, they bury the cat. Next morning, they go to tell the daughter, "Oh, honey, the cat, he ran away." She said, "No, the cat's here. It's in the closet there." I'm like, "What?" And when you go in the closet, the cat has like dried blood and shit all over it, and it looks like shit.
It does look like shit.
And I'm like, and they're like, "Oh, okay, well, I guess the fucking cat's here." And I'm like, "You gonna clean that shit? That cat looks like shit, man." I figured they were gonna clean the cat off, and the cat was gonna attack the living shit out of him. But then you see the cat's just acting like an asshole. And again, they really hit home with the loving father who's gonna sacrifice for his fucking family. Because I wouldn't have put up with 1/4 of the shit this cat was doing.
I would have fucking ended this cat's life a long time ago. This guy, Church is scratching you? What the fuck? Church is looking aggressive? Like, this motherfucker doesn't need to be here. He's dead. I walked a quarter of a mile to put this motherfucker away.
Well, see, at that point, they didn't realize he was resurrected. The guy just figured he was wrong. Or maybe, did the old guy tell him already at this point?
The fucking cat was in a black bag, suffocating to death.
Or the cat was ripped damn near in half when it was run over by a fucking truck. But either way, my whole thing is, I'm like, okay, that cat would have been gone, right? There's a scene where he's gonna go fuck his wife. And I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, his wife gonna tap some of that, whatever. And right when she's getting ready to get into it, like legs wrapped around the back and shit, fucking cat is eating a goddamn bird on their bed.
That's fucking violence right there. That shit would have fucking happened. Violence would occur to the fucking violence. Like, you bring this motherfucking shit to my bed, that's fighting words. Cats,
believe it or not, cats aren't so primal that they don't realize what they're doing. It's like, no, motherfucker, I want you to see this. I want you to see what I did to my prey so you understand. Keep you in your place. I'm like, okay, see, now I understand the cat makes my daughter happy. Now I can't fuck. After watching an animal get disemboweled on my bed, I can hear the pussy drying up.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking tonight. Now,
or the
I'm
next
angry.
night.
Or possibly the next night. The sheets got to be changed. They got to be washed. Maybe I got to flip the whole fucking mattress over. I ain't fucking because of that.
You had to go downstairs, get a garbage bag, come back upstairs, get rid of this bird, and possibly the cat after you're done with it.
Oh, no, that cat would be, I'd fling that shit out the window and say, yeah, the cat's fucking gone.
Man, there's no
that
fucking
cat ain't
way.
Coming. That cat, I want to make my daughter happy.
Look, man.
But,
I trekked a quarter of a mile to put this cat away, okay? A quarter of a mile.
Some shit I ain't even want to fucking do.
Some shit that you could have just ended and thrown this shit in the garbage.
I don't even know why the fuck he did that. That shit would have been in that fucking garbage. You know what else got me? Is like, say, look, we can take care of the cat when you get back doing your trick-or-treating, but it has to be done tonight. And I was like, look, man, you do me a favor, just get a garbage bag real quick. Could you just, as a matter of fact, if that was your house and I walk over you, Ray, I just want you to see, look at this. Oh, shit, the fucking cat, man. Yeah. You about to go trick-or-treating with your daughter? Yeah. All right, I'll take care of this. I wouldn't even ask you, do you want me to bury it? No, I would assume it's known. I'm going to put it in a garbage bag and dump it in the trash can.
I possibly would have done. I would have grabbed it, put it across the street, took his collar off, walked back in the house.
So you wouldn't even clean up the decaying carcass?
Not if she's right there waiting for me to take her to...
No, all you got... Yeah, but you're there with your next door neighbor. You just stand in front of it till her go back to the house. You go do your trick-or-treat thing. This would take me 2 fucking minutes to put it in the garbage bag and walk it out to the curb to go with the rest of the trash. I would just say, yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it. Go trick-or-treat. That to me, doing that is the equivalent of saying, hey, you mind getting my mail for me real quick and just drop it on the porch? Like,
yeah, I can see
go
that.
trick-or-treat. I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
It's fucking... He's like, oh, man, I gotta take care of it. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and take it to the pet cemetery. And I'd be like, what? What the fuck? No, man, throw that shit in the fucking garbage bag. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking pet cemetery. Get the fuck out. You fucking with me right now. I start laughing like, man, don't be fucking with me like that. we put that shit in the garbage bag and throw that shit in the trash. So yeah, so he goes on the 1.5 mile long trek to bury this fucking cat in the sacred Indian burial ground. Cat comes back, it's fucking with everybody. For some reason, no one decides to smash it with a shovel. The guy actually has the chance to kill it because the old man tells him, like, yeah, anything you bury there, it comes back fucking evil. So he has a needle with poison in it, and he just bitched out. I'm like, okay, I understand he's a father who does what he has to do, but this is the liberal progressive side.
You know what I would have done?
What?
I would have just left the cat in the fucking cage and drove off.
Well, he figured letting it out. He figured letting it out, it wouldn't get back home. Which I know for damn sure cats can get back home. I've heard of cats going miles and finding their way back home.
The fucking cat made its way back home the first time
from the burial ground.
From the burial ground.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's not much you can say. I mean, this cat knows. I mean, to know what's gonna happen later. I mean, hindsight is 20/20. Who would know? Who would say that somebody was gonna get hit with a fucking truck that are rolling down the street? These trucks are rolling down the street like it's fucking like you go 50, 60, 70 miles an hour.
Well, see, that's another thing. The first time I move in and that truck hauls ass down. This is a residential street, by the way. This truck is hauling ass down that fucking residential street. Big fucking tractor trailer truck carrying some shit. The very first time I see that, thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, hell no. I would have gone down to City Hall and been like, yeah, look.
Put some speed humps on this shit.
I don't know if maybe this guy was new or something, but these people driving down my street like that, I know for damn sure they are not going the speed limit, and this is right in front of my fucking house. I am not going to tolerate this shit. You need to do something about this. You need to put some fucking speed bumps in there.
Yeah.
That'll stop that shit. Bust their fucking axle right up.
And surprise, surprise, the daughter runs out there and she gets...
I found that disappointing because in the original one, it was a little baby boy that did it.
Yeah, but that's not even the point at this point. It's like, you own this nice piece of property with acres and acres of land. Mm-hmm. These fucking kids want to play in the front with a fucking street side, dude. Like, we got a backyard, guys.
Well, see, that doesn't surprise me as a young retarded child. You know, I used to fucking play in the streets all the time. But again, in a neighborhood, you typically don't have people going 70 fucking miles an hour down the goddamn streets. I mean, that just didn't make any fucking sense. But either way, that was... No,
you know what else didn't make sense?
What?
This fucking trucker had a flip phone.
Yeah, that did bother me a bit. Because I looked at that like, the fuck?
Who uses this?
I mean, what the fuck is this? 1997, 96? What the fuck's going on?
It's like Sally or some shit missed the message. I'm like, why the fuck's he using a flip phone?
I have no fucking idea. Why doesn't he have a headset on? Some hands-free shit. I don't fucking know. Lord knows truckers make enough money. So this trucker basically perforates this dude's daughter. I expected there to be a lot more damage
to her. There shouldn't have been nothing of her left, honestly.
Right. There should have been a mist and probably 2 pairs of shoes with the feet still in them.
Okay. Yeah.
But that little girl should have been brutalized.
Yeah.
Fast as that fucking truck was going. So they bury the daughter. The wife is just basically having, like panic attacks and shit. So the husband's like, baby, I know this is hard for you, so what I want you to do, go on back to Boston, take our little boy, stay with your parents for a couple days, get things clear. I'm going to take care of shit down here. Okay, no problem. And immediately, as soon as she leaves, he's going out there. He gets old Judd drunk because he knows Judd's going to try to stop him. And he goes out there, digs up his daughter, and carries that corpse by hand all the way over to the place, the ancient Indian burial ground.
Yeah.
Buries her, and I would almost swear by the time he got back to the house, she was waiting on him. It was so fucking
eerie.
quick.
It was eerie, man.
Now, what was really eerie, when she got back to the house, she was pretty cognizant that something was wrong. She was like, what the fuck happened to me? Oh, nothing happened to you, baby. Like, okay, where's mom? Oh, her and your brother, they're out of town, this and that. And she's like, oh, shit, I died, didn't I? I died. It's like, oh, no, baby, no. And not in so many words,
Yeah.
But she basically said, man, don't give me that shit.
Yeah.
I fucking died. You know, does mom know? No, your mom doesn't know. So, oh shit, this is a fucking clusterfuck. This is fucked up.
It is fucked up.
It's a fucking mess.
Fucked up
The
inside.
fact that the girl was so calm and understanding about the whole thing.
And her eye was kind of like rolled down.
Dude, that was awesome. The way do you think that actress was doing that on purpose?
No, I think they put like something in her eye to just drop it. That shit looked fucking freaky.
That shit looked freaky. It looked like she had Paris Hilton's lazy eye. Like one eye was drifting. I think it's supposed to be because when the truck hit her, it knocked the eye out of the socket.
I
and
don't know.
they probably either put a fake eye in there, like a glass eye, or they put her normal eye back in, but didn't care how it was positioned because her eyelids were going to be closed anyway. But either way, you could see one eye was off. It was just drifting aimlessly.
It was just weird, man. It's weird and cringy at the same time.
I loved it. Me gusta.
And then all I could think about is this fucking bitch is gonna kill everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how the original one
and that's
was.
where the tension comes in. Even if you didn't know what the original story was, you were just like, this ain't gonna end well. The old dude told you. They come back fucked up. It's not going to end well.
There's nothing worse than getting stabbed in the Achilles tendon and then seeing that shit fucking rip.
Oh my god, that was so painful.
I knew that was gonna
happen. My feet came off
happen.
the ground a little bit. Yeah, that happened in the original, but the way she did it this time was so bad.
It was bad.
Oh, the Achilles tendon. Yeah, so the little girl
starts having
decides
a murder
that,
spree.
the judge being a nosy busybody and he needs to mind his own fucking business. So she's gonna go over there and end him.
She does.
Yeah, and she does. I will say, I hate movies where the person you're supposed to be afraid of, realistically and physically, you have no reason to be afraid of them.
Yeah.
So they just make more of a struggle than needs to be. Like this little girl, at most 50 pounds soaking wet, if that much. How much you think this little girl
it's about
weighed?
50 pounds. But the thing is, you know what? It was a lot better that it was an older kid than the original one as the younger kid.
Yeah, well, the whole thing with the younger kid would slash you and fucking run off, but they weren't struggling to fight him or nothing like that. My whole thing is, this girl is like pushing people down, and then she has a knife and she swings at them. They catch the wrist and they're fucking struggling to deflect the knife. I'm like, you fucking for real?
Yeah, she's opening the door with fucking furniture blocking its way.
Yeah, I'm like, this girl could literally stab me, and once she stabs me, the knife goes in, I can then grab her wrist right then and there. I just gotta hold her up, grab her by the neck, hold her off the, like 2 inches off the ground. She can't do shit. Her running around just bitch slapping everybody made no real sense to me, but yeah, that's the Hollywood bullshit. So what are you gonna do?
She winds up killing the mom and the dad.
Yeah, shame on them. I mean, to let their daughter beat them that bad is kind of a joke, but because the mother comes back.
Yeah, the mother comes back. I mean, there's really nowhere else to go with the story than just downward.
Yeah. I mean, so she kills the mother, and then again, this girl, 50 pounds soaking wet, is able to drag her mom. I swear it feels like it was 10 fucking miles to the Indian. It felt like it was 10 miles to the Indian burial ground through swamps and shit. Little girl was able to drag her there and then get her back in the time it took the husband. Oh no, he was knocked out. So I guess he was knocked out for a couple of minutes. His daughter beat him in the head so bad he went unconscious. But she gets back. The mother's now been turned, and the mother kills the husband. Mother drags the husband back. The husband's now been turned. So now the whole family's been turned, and they go towards the infant boy. And it's implied that
the boy
he's
died.
they kill him and turn him also. Why? I don't know.
And what they do after that? What do they do after that?
Yeah, I know. They burn the old dude's house down. Then they fucking.
What do they do as a family? I mean, what then? Do they just live in the community?
They're probably just gonna go on a killing spree. I would assume.
Oh,
I'd assume it's gonna be a killing spree. Either way, But there was a lot of tension in this movie.
A lot
of tension. You could looking at the look in Jason Clarke's eyes. You can see the dilemma he's having, and this is all for a movie that I originally felt they had no business remaking in the first place.
It's not,
but
like,
I enjoyed it.
It's not like that Poltergeist remake, which was a pile of shit.
Oh yeah, that was a steaming pile of garbage.
That
was awful.
Shit.
Yeah,
this was very competent and
it was
well
pulled
done.
back.
Yeah.
Pulled back. No flying through the rafters, just off the wall nuttiness. No shit. No, it was pulled back. It was reserved. A lot of tension. A lot of anxiety, and that's what sold it. You want to rate this?
Yeah, let's rate this.
All right, so I know what I'm going to give it. I'm going to give this bad boy... I'm going to give this a very, very... Man, I may need to round table this, because I was originally going to give it a very high matinee. I mean, it's good. I was thoroughly pleased, but I just didn't feel that it was worth paying full price for a remake because not a remake, a reboot. Is this a reboot or a remake?
I guess this is a either or, man. I think Stephen King is just trying to build some wealth for his kid.
I almost never want to pay full price for a remake because I already know what's going to happen unless that remake just absolutely gobsmacks me. This remake was good.
Yeah.
It was extremely good, but I wasn't blown away with it because I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, was it better than the original? Yeah, I think so, but I ain't really saying much.
Cinematically, it's better.
Yeah, cinematically, I should say. Cinematically is better than the original. Is it better than other horror movies that I thought would be great? Us. Yeah, it was. You know, by all means, I'll say go see it.
Yeah, go see it.
But I ain't gonna go out of my way to see it opening night and pay full price.
Yeah.
But see it as a matinee, and you'll be pleased that you saved some money on seeing a good movie. It's not that big a deal. So I'm gonna go with a high matinee. What about yourself?
I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna give it high matinee only because it was eerie the entire time I was watching this show. It's like I know shit's gonna go.
And the worst
sideways.
thing is, you already know what's gonna happen, and you start to ask yourself, "Why am I having so much tension?"
Yeah,
I know what's gonna happen.
It's such a slow build up through the entire movie, and
it works.
And it worked.
Yeah, that slow build up really
It
worked.
was really slow build up, but fuck, man, you couldn't take it. It's like, oh man, I've been holding it back the entire movie, and when she started fucking cutting people's Achilles tendon, it was like, I knew it was coming.
That was rough.
That was rough. That was rough.
That was real rough. So yeah, so Pet Sematary.
Matinee. High matinee. All right, guys, don't forget to visit us on our website at g2ta.net, godtalkaboutit.com, and don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube page and visit us on our Patreon page, patreon.com/g2ta. Yeah.
You know, I heard this guy has actually shitted up the new Twilight Zone.
Key and Peele? I mean,
was it Jordan Peele?
Jordan
No, or was
Peele.
it Key?
Jordan Peele.
Yeah, I heard he fucked up the new Twilight Zone, which is disheartening because I've seen every episode of Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Well, you know, every time they remake some shit, it's either they're trying to copy it or they're just trying to erase what the original has done or try to give a new meaning for a new generation.
Yeah, either way, he shitted it up from what I heard.
Yeah.
We'll have to check it out
Yeah,
sometime.
check it out.